didn't see you. Sorry.
It's amazing. I was just looking for you.
Yeah, Caleb will be here soon.
Well, I'm sure he will.
In fact, I'm just gonna go and see.
Please don't run from me. You don't have to be afraid of me now. I promise.
You said you were looking for me?
I wanted to say I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Livy, you have no reason to trust me now.
Death, last time I saw you, you were chasing me, and the look in your eyes, I thought...
Joshua got me on drugs. I know that's not an excuse, but at least it's some kind of an explanation. Honey, I have a lot of regrets. I've been a terrible father. I've been a lousy husband, and I've been a worse friend.
One pig, I'm sorry.
Look, I know this is sudden, but I can tell you this feels more right than anything I've done in a long time. I want my daughter back. I miss you, Livy.
I miss you too, Dad.
Well, so, how are you?
Well, I'd probably be a lot better if Allison Barrington would just leave us alone.
That looks good. Joshua's drugs are completely out of your system.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You know, you should consider yourself lucky. Kevin took about 10 times longer to detox. He suffered quite a bit.
I do feel very lucky. It was much harder to be on the drugs than it was to actually get off of the drugs.
Well, you know what? It's all over now.
Yeah.
Clean slate, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So, thank you very much for taking care of her. I appreciate that.
Anytime.
Thanks.
So, Allison, this is great. Clean bill of health.
Yeah.
Joshua's gone forever, and well, I suppose you're gonna go back to your sweet little happy life with Rafe.
Yeah. I'm gonna try. Anyway.
Honey, I know that you were under the influence of drugs when you stabbed him, but, you know, it just seems like it's one more in a long series of signs that your relationship really has more than its share of troubles.
Thank you. But I do love him, Mother.
I know. Allison, love doesn't always last forever.
Well, ours does.
Well, honey,
So
it's a
thanks.
long, rocky road, and there's going to be hills, and there's going to be valleys, and those valleys just get...
I'm sorry. Are you trying to...
No, they
do
just... I'm
something?
saying that they get dark and sometimes endless, that you're in these...
Okay, enough with the valleys. Just spit it out if you're trying to say something. You've never been shy before. Go ahead.
I just think that this is the perfect opportunity for a brand new beginning, and you should take advantage of this, Allison. Just start over, just brand new, but by yourself, without Rafe.
What a nice looking town.
Yeah, I like it. Come here. See right over there. See that steeple? That's the church where Allison and I almost got married.
Yep, that's the one.
Thanks for that, by the way. And right there. Right over there, there's GH. And a little bit to the left, it's the recovery room. Oh, I'm sorry. Elixir.
You know, something tells me you didn't invite me up here to admire the view.
Well, it's just that standing up here, it all really hits you, you know? Port Charles is actually a lot smaller than what it feels like when you're down there living in it. Come on. You know the old saying. This town just isn't big enough for the both of us.
I like it here too, Rafe. No plans on leaving.
No, neither do I.
Well, since we got that settled, I'll see you around.
Uh-huh. Aren't you tired of this? Same endless battle that neither one of us is ever gonna win?
You got a better idea?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. A truce.
It seems like every time I turn around, Allison Barrington has found another way to make my life a little bit more miserable.
Well, you know, honey, someone can hurt you only if you let them.
Allison has done nothing but hurt me. And anytime I don't allow her to, everybody accuses me of all kinds of criminal behavior.
Well, what has she done now?
Calculating, manipulating, trying to get every man I'm interested against me by being their best friend.
Caleb and Allison?
Yeah. The minute her and Rafe get into a fight, which is a lot these days, after she stabbed him, she goes running to him, crying on his shoulder, batting her baby blues. Like, that's my man.
Okay. Have you told Caleb how you feel about it?
He thinks I'm nuts, and that I'm jealous.
Are you? Jealous? I mean,
No. In fact, the other night, just right over there, 3 girls, totally hot, all over Caleb. I didn't care. I didn't even blink an eye.
but when it comes to Allison,
No, it's different. He's got a big, fat, blind spot there, and no matter how many times I try and tell him.
over and over and over again, ad nauseum, I bet.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta do whatever you gotta do to get a man's attention.
Okay. I can tell you, that's not the way to get a man to listen. And I don't think the problem is Allison. I think it's you.
Should I sign you up for her fan club now?
No, I'm just saying that I think your behavior is a textbook example of how to drive a man away.
I seem to recall that you were the one that declared an end to our ceasefire. Now, what would change your mind?
Well, I'm just tired of the battle.
Oh, I don't think so. No. The old balance of power, I believe you think somehow it shifted in your favor. Now, what would give you that idea?
Well, you tell me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll tell you, nothing makes you more agreeable than thinking you pulled one over on me. The ring?
Right, the ring. Well, I still don't have your damn ring. That's not why we're here, okay?
Why are we here?
Because I am tired of playing the games. I don't want to do it anymore. You know what I want? I want to finally marry Allison. If you thought about this for just 1 minute, you would realize that you and I were actually not so different. You do want to make music, right? You want the whole big, beautiful rock star life, but you know what you want more than anything? You want to share that life with Olivia.
So what's stopping us from both getting what we want?
Nothing. Well, except each other. But if we do this right, if we play this right, if we agree to peace in our time, then we can both have what really matters to us most.
And if we don't agree?
Well, then nobody gets to live happily ever after.
How can you say that I am driving Caleb away? And honestly, Daddy, that's not helping.
Well,
You're not helping
it
me at all.
might if you're willing to hear me out. Of course you're jealous of Allison. You've given her all this power over your life.
No, that is not true.
Yes, it is.
I haven't given her anything.
Yes, you have, and you can take it back. If you just realize what a treasure you are.
Me?
Yes. Absolutely know that you're enough for Caleb. Falling in love with you is the best thing that ever happened to you.
How do I do that?
You have to let Caleb love you the way that he's capable. And honey, you have to let go of this vendetta for Allison. Please, for the sake of your own happiness.
I've tried, but every time I turn around, Allison is there.
Honey, a great place to start is to try to go for 1 hour without saying the word Allison.
But I hate her, Dad.
It doesn't matter. Just let it go.
Well, isn't that just your answer for everything? If a relationship gets hard, well, then just walk right out on it. That's your perfect example.
Well, Allison, it's just that I think
I've seen
that
your
you
idea
can-
of a long-term relationship, Mother.
Excuse me, I spent 20 long years with your father.
Yeah, they were long years, but you didn't exactly work at the relationship. You didn't work at your marriage.
What? So now it's my fault?
Well, it's not just your fault. But lately, Mother, I feel like you've been jumping into any guy's bed that extends a hand to you.
It's a terrible thing to say.
It's true. And then you get so upset when they leave you. You're like brokenhearted and you can't understand why relationships are so difficult these days. I'm sorry, Mother, but right now, I mean, is it any wonder that people think that you're as deep as a wading pool?
You okay?
Fine.
I'm gonna fix this, Rafe. We're gonna get this back, I just know it. We're gonna have a family, we're gonna have a go home, we're gonna open up the gym, and everything is gonna be just fine. I promise you, we will fix this.
So how do you see this whole truce working? Just divide the city down the middle. You take the east side, I'll take the west side.
Okay, well, here's the thing. See, Joshua's plan is history. So if I get one wind hearing that you're trying to turn this into some kind of vampire land, I'm gonna be after you so quick you won't see me coming.
Joshua's an idiot. His plan lacked any semblance of honor or nobility.
Okay. Okay, now, if that's not your way, if your way is honor and nobility, then you'll do me a big favor and keep your vampires in check.
So far, I'm only hearing a lot about what I'm supposed to do, and not a lot of quid or quo.
Okay. I and any other slayers will stay out of your way.
I can live with that.
Okay. Oh. One more thing.
The other shoe drops.
Stay away from Allison.
Maybe Olivia's not the only one who's jealous.
Oh, no. I'm not jealous. I'm worried. See, Livy's insecurity is its own kind of monster. And every time your eye wanders a little bit, your little wife goes a little crazy. And that puts Allison in danger.
I have no problem staying away from Allison. See if she can stay away from me.
You watch.
I am sure Allison will manage to get along without your so-called friendship.
Yeah? Tell you what. Forbid Allison to talk to me. Now, that's a little conversation I'd buy a ticket to.
Do we have a deal or not?
Why not?
Truce.
Now, in the spirit of peaceful coexistence, I'm gonna share something with you that I know about human nature.
This should be good.
Forbid someone to do something, especially a woman, and that becomes the only thing they want.
Thanks, I appreciate that, but you know what? You got enough problems of your own. Speaking of which, I hope you and that insane person who used to call herself my wife, by the way, have a wonderful eternity together.
And I hope you and the blonde are happy for that blink of an instant that you call a lifetime.
So it's settled. Me and Allison, you and Olivia. Never the twain shall meet.
Settled.
We're not open for business yet.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Because I'm not here to join a club.
Stay tuned.